Hey Fudge Pots, and welcome back to another episode of 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love. This week is episode 5. Now I hope you guys are here to mind other people's business today, because that's exactly what we're doing. And let me tell you, we are in the thick of it now.
Into the thick of it?
This episode had me hooting and hollering, and even the previews had me gripping my desk. Now I don't think I need to remind you guys what happened last week. So in this week's episode, they start off the next morning. Jennifer and Courtney are at the pool and they're talking about what happened last night during the fight. Jennifer was living for the drama. She's glad that she told Tim something, but she's wondering why Courtney even said anything. Now Courtney goes on to say that she did not expect Tim to go off. She was not trying to be the drama, the pot stir. She just thought it would be funny because she saw Jennifer and Colt dancing and she's like, maybe that would turn him on, so let me go tell him. Now as they're talking about this, Colt comes over, and as much as Courtney likes to be in the drama, she doesn't want to be directly in the drama. She just wants to hear about it and talk about it. So when she saw Cole come over, she's like, I'm removing myself from this awkward situation right now. Now, of course, Cole and Jennifer go on to talk about what happened last night. And she's like, do you remember what happened last night? And he explains his side, saying how she pushed him away and went over to Rob, and how the entire time in the bus, they were basically almost about to make out with each other. And he asked her, did they go home with each other last night? Or go back to the rooms with each other last night? And she admits to it, but she's like, oh, you know, I was just trying to get to know him. We're just learning each other.
You're a liar, a cheater, a sinner, and a homosexual.
But she explains that the reason she did all of that was because he shushed her. She was trying to fight her own battle, and she doesn't like that controlling side. Again, they're only 3 days in, so I understand why she hasn't had time to like bring that part up. But for her to do all that last night over him just being a little weird, yeah, I don't know about that one. And now maybe I would feel differently if she was like, you know what, I'm just done talking to Cole. Like, it's just not it. But she continues to lead this guy on. She's like, no, nothing happened between me and Rob, and you know, I'm willing to give us another try. But they do have this conversation now where she's like, I don't like controlling men. The whole shushing thing was disrespectful, and Cole ends up apologizing. And so she tells him she's willing to continue the connection that they have. Now, Cole may be happy that Jen is accepting his apology and they're gonna continue to build their connection, but he can see that there is a level of gaslighting that she's doing, not wanting to fully own up to what she did last night. Now, remember, he doesn't think that they really did anything. He's just talking about, you know, what happened on the bus. Now we move on to a group workshop, and the dating coaches set up a compatibility workshop. They ended up showing all the girls and the guys, and then I realized there's some girls missing and there's some guys missing, but there's also some faces I've never seen before, and it's making me wonder how many people are actually here, because later on they have the games and not everybody was there. So I'm like, is there like 50 people here? But they end up doing a compatibility workshop. Now really, this is just a spotlight for the love triangle of Courtney, Usman, and Colt. Now Colty's feeling very powerful after that conversation that they had in the last episode, and honestly, he kind of did win that one. He kind of drug Usman there for a second, but I'm gonna be honest, he did not do very well in this workshop. It seems like Courtney is more compatible with Usman. Now they give everybody some whiteboards and they ask them this or that questions, and it's basically to see who has the same preferences as you. And again, Colty is feeling pumped after that cuss out to Usman, so he is ready for this workshop and he feels like he's gonna blow it out of the water. Now the first question they ask is, would you rather be intimate a couple of times a day or a couple of times a week? Now Courtney, she says she would rather have it a couple times a day. Usman puts a couple of times a week, and Colty says a couple of times every hour on the hour.
You lying?
There's no way. I don't believe it. There's no way. He's gotta be like overcompensating, because there's no way. And now Courtney, she's like, I would rather a couple times a week, a couple times every other. Are you crazy? She says she'd rather have to beg a man to get some schmecks than having to push a dude off humping her leg all day. But now this next question is very important. They ask, do you value money or love? Now Courtney writes down money, and she says money because her mom told her that she's so sweet and loving that she can fall in love with anybody, so she needs to pick a man with some money, because the leading cause of divorce is, you know, being broke, financials. Now, Usman also says money because money makes love sweeter. And he also says, you know, a lot of relationships break up because financials. Now, Colty, he says love because money goes away. Sometimes you're going to be down and out. You're going to be broke. You're not going to have any money. Is that person going to stay there for you, ride it out with you? And me personally, I understand both sides. And the coaches go on to say that yes, being financially stable and things like that do help out a relationship. But if you're in a toxic relationship, it could affect your money, like you're not going to work. So both are important. But Usman clocks Colty. He's like, he didn't say love because really love. He said love because that dude is broke as hell.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
Now next we get another date from Tiffany. And let me tell you, I feel like Tiffany's the only one here actually doing the experience right. She's already on her second date. Now Tiffany goes on another date with Carlo and they go out to do some mud bath. And she goes on to say that she's feeling a little insecure. She knows she lost over 100 pounds, but she's like, my hair's not perfect, my makeup's not perfect, my body's not perfect, my skin's not perfect. And she understands not everything has to be perfect for you to be beautiful, but that's just how she's feeling, and she's just feeling very insecure. I've said this a couple of times in my past videos, but while I was editing, I was like, I am sounding like a crazy person right now, so I would just delete that segment. But I think I'm in love with Tiffany, I swear. Huh? Like, anytime she talks, I'm like, oh my god, I be feeling butterflies sometimes. So stupid, I know. But like, her talking heads, like I be drowning in her eyes, and she's just so beautiful. She's so damn funny. So when she said this literally broke my heart. I was like, oh Pookie, like you are perfect. Like obviously nobody's perfect, but it just sucks that people feel that way about themselves. I personally understand that myself. So I was just feeling really sad for her in this moment. So Tiffany and Carlo are rubbing mud on each other and they are both happy as hell. They're connecting very well. She's all into his body and he's all into her body. They're both like, damn, you're fine as hell. But after having that fun, they sit down and start having more serious conversations. And they ask each other, why did they come to the experience? What are they really looking for? And they both say that they are looking for something serious. He's looking for a long-term relationship, you know, marriage, the kids, the whole life. And she's looking for the same thing. She's looking for her best friend. And with that, she's very upfront with him. She feels like it's time for her to share more about herself. She ends up telling him that she used to be married, she's divorced now, but she also has 2 kids. And let me tell you, from the get-go, his facial, everything, he was not feeling it, and I felt so bad. And I swear the minute she said she had kids, his face changed, and she could even notice it too. And she's like, damn, I really like this guy, but I don't want somebody that's not gonna accept me and my kids, you know? And she feels like, especially since they're in their 30s, almost getting to 40, he should be more open about the situation, because I mean, who in their 30s nowadays doesn't have a kid? But she's also understandable. Now, after she shares that she has children, she's like, oh, you're not really feeling it, are you? And he's like, so are you cool with taking super honest feedback? And I swear the minute he said that, I started screaming. I was like, oh my gosh. I knew he wasn't gonna be okay with it, but just the way he said it, I was like, oh no. But he explains that the reason he's a little iffy about it is because he always saw his life, you know, meeting a woman, getting married, having kids with each other, like they're each other's first, all that stuff. Just the, you know, the living the American dream or whatever, which I totally understand. But I also understand her side, you know? But let me tell you, they communicate with each other very well, and it seems like he's okay to warming up to the idea. So they may end up going out on more dates. Now we have Rob and Jennifer catching up at the end of the day, and of course they had to sit there and eye fuck each other for a little bit. Rob is ecstatic with last night. I mean, of course he is. He's even hoping that Cole is out of the picture at this point. But he asked Jennifer how her day was, and well, she talked to Cole. And let me tell you, the eye fucking went to...
No! God, please, no! No!
Now Jennifer goes on to say that she is going to, I guess, keep talking to Cole. She wants to take her time getting to know people, and she's glad she's getting to know Rob, because in the first couple of days she thought he was a walking red flag, but now he's growing on her. Honey, I think he's growing in you.
Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
But Rob also agrees to, you know, take things slow. They're just getting to know each other. And he says that he's wanting to do this because he was just in a serious relationship and it just didn't work out. It was not good. And she goes on to ask him if he was married. And honey, yes, he is married. Currently, actually. But he admits to her, you know what? I'm married now. Yeah, I have a wife right now. But no strings attached. You know, we don't be talking to each other. But yeah, I have a wifey back at home. And honestly, I think Jen would have never really thought about Cole again if Rob was not married. But now that she got this information, she's like, oh, okay, so you are a walking red flag. She's not very cool with him still being married. Now we go to our first 90-day games, and again, like I said, not everybody is here. How many people are here? And I wonder if, like, the Reggies, do they also get their own rooms? Or do they have them, like, you know, double bedding it up? You know, we got the 2 queens in the room. Like, are they getting every single person their own room? I want to know. Now they're about to get into a few games, and whoever wins, of course, gets some type of prize. And she breaks the groups up into 4 teams. The first team we have Tiffany, Rocky, Lexi, and Che. I couldn't really understand his name, and they haven't talked to him yet, so his name has not popped up. I think his name is Che.
And we take Lexi and Che.
Which, speaking of, I think Lexi and Che already have a connection because back in the flirting one-on-one, they were kind of already linked up on each other. I wish they would also capture some moments of the Reggies, like the connections that they're making, because I'm interested in them too. But the second team we have is Jennifer, Rob, Chantel, and Colt. The third team is Cole, Tessa, Tim, and Elise. And the last team is Usman, Nikki, Chad, and Courtney. Now, of course, Rob is ecstatic to be on a team with Jennifer, but Colt has been broken apart from Courtney, and Courtney is with Usman. So we have some conflicts going on here. Now, everybody seems to be amped up for these games. They're ready to go. And Tim is in the corner looking like he is about to die. He looks sad at all times. In the first challenge, they have to pop balloons with each other without using their hands. And he gets paired with Elise to do this. And Elise is like, oh, just bend me over and, you know, bash me from behind. And Tim is turned on by that. He's like, oh my God. This girl's personality is off the charts. I'm so attracted to her, which I don't understand. How do you stand around looking like this, but you're attracted to this? Like, he likes the fast go get 'em girls, but he's Southern and wants to move slow at the same time? I don't understand. So yeah, the first challenge, they're out here popping balloons with each other, and Elise is like, bend me over, break my back. So now we have another connection between Tim and Elise. Well, at least Tim has found his first connection. But the first challenge, again, popping balloons. Whoever pops all the balloons in the bucket wins the challenge. And the first team to win was Colt, Chantel, Jennifer, and Rob's team. Now the next challenge we have is that sucking card challenge where you have to like pass the card along just with your mouth. And Tiffany is extra excited about this because she's on a team with Rocky and she's just ready to get closer to him. And she's like, I've been wanting to kiss this man since I've seen him, so you know, this is the closest I can get right now. And let me tell you, Tiffany definitely got that kiss because Rocky went sprinting towards her face. And speaking of sprinting, Team 2 won this challenge again, and Colty is the one that won it for them by Naruto running straight through those cones. So Team 2 is the only ones that have points right now, and it's looking good for Rob. He's like, I don't know what we're about to win, but I know it's with Jennifer, so this is looking good. Now the next challenge is the water bucket challenge. You pick up the bucket full of water and pour all the water behind you into the bucket behind, and you pass it along, and whichever team has the most water in their bucket at the end wins. Now she says whoever wins this challenge actually gets 2 points. So if another team other than Team 2 wins, they'll be at a tie. Now all the teams do pretty well, other than Team 4. They did pretty good until they got to the back, and Chad was the one that was supposed to pour the rest of the water, and he pours it everywhere but the bucket. So they're definitely not winning. Now actually, never mind, I'm lying. Chad wasn't the only one to mess this up. Colty ruined it for the whole dang team. I don't know what happened, but somehow he got the water all over him. It was supposed to be behind you. How'd you get it on top of you? So of course he blew it for their team. So now they're gonna tie with another team. And the team that won was Team 3. The team that has Cole on it. And now Rob is like, God damn it, I'm gonna fuck you up, Colty. But by the grace of gods, Rob is getting a second chance. The dating coordinator is like, you know what? We need a winner here still. So let's do a tie round. How about Whoever can kiss the best. Yes, let's do that. Whoever can make out the best and make it look amazing, that's the winner.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
So the teams get together and try to figure out who should kiss who. And for some reason, Colty steps up to the plate so quickly. He's like, I got this. Come on, Rob, let's go.
What?
No, I don't know who he was trying to make out with, but he's like, I got this. Whoever wants to do it, I'm the best kisser here. And Rob was like, if you don't get your ass out of here. Now Chantel, she does not want to do it at all. She's like, I'm not a good kisser. She's just upfront. She's like, I don't know how to kiss. But Jennifer, she's being sneaky. She's being very calculated. Because she could have taken Rob up there. Shoot, she could have even kissed Colty. But we knew that wasn't going to happen. So she chose Chantel. And let me tell you, yeah, damn, they were getting into it. Chantel before this was so nervous. She was like, I don't understand. Like right before this, I kissed another girl and it felt so good, but it just left me confused. Now I'm about to kiss the hottest girl at this resort. I'm about to be full on lesbianist. Like I don't even know. And let me tell you, the kiss was so goddamn good that she did come out lesbiana. She's like, god damn, I'm gonna need to take this girl out on a date. She's into it. She was all into it. But on the other end, Team 3 took a page out of their book and was like, you know what? Their girls, they're making out. Let's pick the girls over here so we can make out. So us girls over here are also gonna make out. But it was almost like they thought the challenge was who can make out the quickest. I don't know what happened. They slammed into each other's faces and went at it. Like they were gnawing each other's faces off. They're rolling all over the ground. It looked like a fist fight. I'm sorry. But nobody had any complaints, especially Usman. He is absolutely disgusting. He was in the background tucking his shit. It was that serious. The other dudes were being a little weird about it too. Like Tim pulled up a seat and all the dudes like came up and did the same thing. They were staring hard as hell. But Usman, he was staring. He was like, in my country, you don't see this. I've never seen a girl on girl in person. This is everything right now.
Get the fuck back to your fucking seat. The fuck is wrong with your ashy ass?
Now after they have this, whatever you want to call it, somehow they're still in a damn tie. The coordinator didn't pick a winner. She's like, you know what? All the girls won. Yeah. All the girls come up, get a bottle of champagne. And it's so funny because Rob is like, wait a minute. I was on the team that won and I don't get anything? All the dudes are a little bit salty. But she allows the 4 girls to go ahead and pick somebody to go out on a date with. That's their prize. The champagne and a date. Now this is where things start getting a little sticky. Now first she asks Jennifer, who do you want to take out on a date? And this girl, she chooses Colt. And of course, for the 100th time I've said it, Rob's not happy. Rob is like, this was the perfect time. The easiest way for you to take me out on a date, because you could have told Cole like, hey, he also won the challenge. Like, it would have been the perfect reason to pick me, but you go and pick him? So yeah, Rob's not happy about that. But Cole, he's living his best life. But Rob is not being excluded out of this. She asks Chantel who she wants to take out on a date, and she picks Rob. She's like, you know what? He is the hottest guy here, and I'm still wanting to talk to men. I'm not just full woman lover now. So her and Rob are gonna go out on a date. Now they ask Elise who she wants to take out on her date, and she chooses Rocky. So Tim and Tiffany are not happy about this. And it's so messed up because Tessa was also supposed to pick somebody. They didn't put that in. Why didn't they put that in? It's probably because she didn't pick another 90-dayer, but still, why didn't you put that in?
Why?
Now, Jennifer and Cole immediately go on their date. They go out, drink their bottle of champagne, and Cole is like, thank you. Thank you for choosing me. I wonder how Rob feels. But anyway, thank you, my lady. And she goes on to say, ever since Rob told me that he's married, I've been seeing so many qualities in Cole. He's so handsome. I love that he's obsessed with me. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep coming on over here. Now, instead of them sharing, you know, a romantic time with each other, talking about each other, Cole, of course, is like, ugh, that guy Rob, he must be a sore loser, must be disappointed, crying in his room. What do you think about Rob? What do you think Rob's doing right now? Anyway, let's not talk about that, but let the best man win, right? You know, this weird love triangle we got going on, it's kind of weird, isn't it? And even after this date, I don't think he's ever gonna stop talking to you. When are you just gonna be my woman, huh? And this girl, she says, you know, it's only been a few days, nothing's official, This is not even a love triangle. None of us are together. Because, you know, like, I haven't even kissed either one of you.
The lies! There you go, this bitch. I'm telling you.
Did Rob happen to say anything after you chose me over him?
He seemed a little disappointed. I mean...
Understandable.
Yeah, understandable.
I think it's a love triangle that I didn't expect, right? And best man wins, right? So I don't think he's not gonna, you know, stop talking to you.
But, like, it's not a love triangle yet, you know? Like, I haven't actually kissed, like, any of you both yet.
You told that bold-faced lie. Yeah. Remember how in the beginning she was like, oh, we were just getting to know each other. And they continue to keep talking about it. He's like, oh, I'm glad he didn't choose him to kiss. I would have hated to see that. Hopefully that never happens, huh? And that literally transitions into a scene of them making out. The editors did this dude dirty. I'm so happy that they added this clip at the end. It had me dying, dude. Because while that was playing, all I was thinking about was this scene. Like, that was just playing in my head. And then when this popped up, oh my gosh. And let me tell you, these previews, oh my gosh.
Like you and Uso. You guys have been so weird to me today.
Well, I think he likes you more than just a friend.
Do you like me as a friend, or you're like liking you?
I'm getting tired of Usman not making any moves, so I don't know if I just give up on him at this point.
If I pay you a ticket to come to Lagos, would you open to do that?
Maybe ask me after the second date.
I choose Nikki in order to make Courtney feel jealous. If she's not gonna like step up, I'm moving to a different direction.
Everyone's been saying, oh my God, I heard you and Rob had sex. And I was like, well, it wasn't me. Rob's having sex.
I was like that, like to joke around. I found out yesterday, that's actually Jen's room.
Girl, this is so juicy. I think I need to have a conversation with Cole, and I think he needs to know.
Hey, Cole's coming.
So for those of you guys who do know Rob, would you say that those are accurately representative of who Rob is?
Wait, Jen, you were with him and had a little sleepover or something went down. Does he still look like that?
I haven't seen him for Ari, but I guess. Have you seen him? I think you have.
A lot of people were just coming up with first I was Elise, now her, like.
I think she's jealous. That's what is happening. I'm not like you, Elise. I don't throw myself to men. They look for me. It's different.
You guys, they better have a tell-all. They better have a tell-all for this season. I don't care if they're trying to, you know, test the waters. The waters have been tested, okay? It's clean, it's purified. Put a tell-all on this. My guys, sadly, this was the end of the episode. Why couldn't they have made this one the hour-and-a-half long episode and connected next episode with this episode to the 2-part saga or whatever? And guys, please hit that like and subscribe because I need you guys to come back and mind these people's business with me. But as always, thank you guys for coming and watching. It's always appreciated. You guys have a beautiful day. Bye.